Hi, my name is Russell Brunson, and I want to welcome you to episode number 4 of the DotCom Secrets Daily Sketch. Today we're covering a lot of really cool stuff, including how to create your character, talking about a star, a story, and a solution. We're making some really cool shakes. I want to tell you guys a story about a guy I like to call the refunder. So come on back and let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about one of the most important things about your internet marketing, and that's incorporating your character into everything you're doing, into your sales messages, your blog posts, your emails, everything you're doing. It's important to bring your character out in it. Now, something I learned a long time ago, I believe it was from Gary Halbert. He was talking about some of the important elements when you're creating a sales letter. He talked about the 3 S's. The first S is called your star. Who is the star of your story? Is it you? Is it one of your success stories? Who is it going to be? A star is something you always want to have, someone that's going to be the star. The next thing you need is a story. Okay? Every good sales message has some type of story. The story is what grabs someone, it pulls them in, gets them excited and interested, makes them want to hear about what it is you have to sell. And the last thing is your solution. For your solution, this is kind of what your product is. Your product becomes a solution. So if I'm telling let's say I'm selling a product, about weight loss. Okay, the star could be this person who used to be really heavy, they gained a bunch of weight. The story is they tried this diet, they tried that diet, they tried a bunch of stuff, nothing worked, and eventually they ran into the product, and this is the solution, this is how it helped me, now look at me now. Okay, or how to make money. The star, I was broke, I didn't have any money, here's my story, I did this, I tried this, the solution is this right here. So star, story, and solution. These are the 3 elements, the 3 S's you're going to be incorporating into every message that you're putting out there with your audience. Now I talked a lot about this during our live Illuminati training last week. For those of you guys who missed it, just log into Illuminati members there and you can watch it. We talked about the attractive character and how the attractive character communicates with the audience and interacts with the audience. And these are the elements that are really key and really essential. That is the star, story, and solution. Now this is something I learned from Frank Kern. It's kind of a break off of the star. There's 3 types of stars you can have for your in your business. Okay, the first type of star. Again, I learned this from Frank Kern originally. He called this the reluctant hero. Probably going to spell this wrong. Okay, so the reluctant hero. So the reluctant hero is someone who, who basically they kind of fell into this. Like they didn't want to be the hero, but they tried this, they tried that, and all of a sudden this thing worked for them. And now they've been helping other people, and a lot of other people are changing their lives. They kind of become the reluctant hero. So that's one type of character that you can create. Not so much create, but the type of character you can become, and that you can share that message with your audience. Okay. The second type of character is basically it's called hometown boy. Hometown boy makes good. Okay, hometown boy makes good. So, I'm a local guy from Boise, Idaho, and I figured this thing out, and blah, 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 blah. So there's your local town boy, or hometown boy goes good. And the last one is us versus them. Okay, now if you look at our marketing, what you notice, we do a lot of these, all 3 of these we time into. Okay, a lot of times I'm the reluctant hero. I was the college kid. I was the guy struggling through college, figured out the internet, made a bunch of money. And all my friends, my family members, people want to know what I was doing, so I kind of shared with them. Okay, hometown boy makes good. Look at some of our success stories we've kind of published and put it in as attractive characters in our business. Okay, Joy Anderson, the founder, or not the founder of microcontinuity, but the case study that we use for microcontinuity. Okay, Joy is very much the hometown girl makes good. She's a stay-at-home mom, divorced, has a bunch of kids, trying to figure out how to make some money. She figured this thing out, and boom, there's the story that we tell with Joy Anderson. Now, us versus them. You look at the Illuminati. Look at what we're doing, what we're teaching, what we're training with the Illuminati. It's very much an us versus them type story and mentality that's in there. Okay, so these are the different types of stories and characters you can wrap into the star of your story. Again, you have a star, a story, and a solution. I want you to start noticing, look at the way that I communicate with you guys, look at the way the other marketers, the guys that are doing really good in a lot of different industries, look at how they use a star, story, and solution. Look at their star, they're using either the reluctant hero, hometown boy makes good, and us versus them. Start looking at those things and see how you can incorporate them back into your marketing. Okay? Now right now I want to come back, and we're actually making a new shake today for our shake of the day. And this is something I've never made this one before. We're going to try something out. Hopefully it'll taste good. So come on back. Let's make the shake of the day. Okay, today's shake is kind of like a leftover day. So we need to go buy new stuff, and we're kind of out of good stuff. So we got a lot of leftovers, about like half things. So I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff in together. This could be the worst thing in the world. It could be the best thing in the world. I have no idea. I got some cherries left over from our Singapore sling the other day, so I'm going to throw some cherries in there. We always have a lot of bananas that are frozen, so I'm going to throw a frozen banana in. We got some carrots, so I'm going to try some carrots out. Carrots are usually a good base for most things. You look at V8, they put carrots in everything. And then I've got my spinach. I'm going to throw a handful of spinach in, because spinach is one of the things that are just going to make you tougher no matter who you are. And then I'm going to put some almond milk in. I'm not going to make this one huge because it might turn out really, really, really bad. You never know with leftover shakes. We just throw a bunch of leftovers in. Sometimes, though, leftover shakes is how you invent the greatest things in the world. So it's important to have them every once in a while because you never know when you're going to find the next new thing. Okay, so I'm going to blend this puppy up and see what happens. So the consistency is way too watery, so I'm actually going to grab some ice. You want to make sure that it's a little ice creamy so it can trick your brain into thinking you're eating ice cream. Especially when you've got weird ones, you're not sure how they're going to turn out. Do one last blend and we should be ready to go. Alright, let's try it out and see if it's actually worth drinking now. Oh man, if you can see how disgusting it looks, it looks like mud. Maybe it's going to be good mud though. You know what? It doesn't taste great, but it doesn't taste bad. So if you want to get your fruits and vegetables and your vitamins for today, this is a good shake. If you want some ice cream, don't make this one. Alright, let's get started. Let's go back over here. Okay, I've got 3 last things for you guys. The first one is I want to thank Ryan Kaltman. He sent me this huge watch. This is probably the biggest watch I've ever seen. He introduced me, invited me to be part of the Big Watch Club, so I appreciate that, Ryan. Some of you guys may or may not know Ryan. He runs a lot of different companies. One of the ones you've probably heard of before is one called The Rich Jerk. So, Ryan, thank you so much for the watch. The second one is today is actually my daughter's birthday. Here's a picture of 3 of my kids. Aiden's not in this frame, but these are my twin boys, and Ellie's here in the middle. And Ellie is just turning, if you can see her there, the cutest thing in the world. She is turning 4 years old today. So please comment down below and tell Ellie happy birthday. She's going to be watching this. I'm sure she'll be really excited. So it's Ellie's birthday today. And the last thing, I want to get you guys' advice on something. I'm dealing right now with someone who is a chronic refunder. Now, some of you guys who bought products or have your own products, you know who this guy is. You know who this person is. I just want your feedback on this. So we did an event about 3 weeks ago called the 7-Figure Shortcut. And about a week before the event, we got a call from this guy saying he wanted to refund the event. So we said, okay, it's fine, we can refund you, but you're still registered for the event, so I want to make sure you don't show up. He said, oh, wait, I was actually calling to cancel Matt Basak product, not your product. I'm planning on being at your event. I'm really excited. Okay, so that's what he tells us. We don't refund him. He then comes to the event, spends the entire 3 days at the event. He also gets all access to all the online training. As soon as we send him everything, all the access to the recordings, everything like that, immediately, literally almost immediately, we get a phone call asking for a refund. So then we started looking back in the back archives, and we noticed that a year ago he also purchased a product from us that was about, I think it was a $3,000 product from us back then, and he also refunded it. We went back to the purchase history on our company and also one of our partners' companies and saw this guy's refunded almost every product he's ever purchased. Yet he always seems to purchase them, goes through them, gets all the training, gets all the access, and then asks for a refund. So my question for you is, what should I do about refunders like this? I'd love to know your thoughts, what you do. Do you just ban them for life? Do you send them nasty gifts in the mail? What would you guys do for a chronic refunder like this? Just want your opinion. Because, you know, after you put in your heart and your effort really doing something for someone and creating something that's great for them, and you know they're ripping you off, how does that make you feel? I'm just curious about your thoughts. So please post down below. Let the refunder know what you think about him, and I'd love to hear it. Other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys watching episode number 4. Stay tuned for tomorrow. You see episode number 5, and we'll talk to you guys then. Thanks so much.